Hello, hello, everybody. Looks like I'm live. Here we go. Um, yeah. So I cannot see comments, I think. So if you guys have any comments or you'd like to share, it's good to see everybody. I was on before and we're working this out. So I appreciate everybody. So I'm just going to take a couple deep breaths, call in my guides and my ancestors. And if you are new here, I would invite y'all to do the same. And we're going to do this. We're going to celebrate and talk about this full moon in Leo. I've got my cards ready. I've got my astrology ready. I've got things going. So here we go. And I hope I don't hop off. I want to share it, but let me see. I'm on live. Let's see. Yeah, no. I wish there was a way to see more or see the comments, but I'm not sure if that will show, and I don't want to push anything. So let's see. I'm going to play. Okay, it looks like I can see comments now, hopefully. So let's look. Yeah. Yeah, looks like I can see comments. So if somebody's there, awesome. Here we go. Okay, guys. So how is everybody today? And it looks like what I'd like to do, I did this before, but we're going to take some deep breaths in. We've got this beautiful full moon in Leo coming, guys, in a lot of aspects. So I want to talk a little bit about that. I'm also going to have on my YouTube an astrology update. Okay. For all the things, like we're going to talk about astrology, what's coming up. There's a reset for us the next 2 years. So that reset is looks really good for rebuilding finance. Looks like there could be some really, really good stuff around love. There looks like there could be a little fertility, so be careful if you are not partaking in that. And also, enjoy it if you are being a part of that, right? The fertility piece. But there's a lot of stuff around windfalls, potential abundance, like overnight abundance. And I'm just going to hold my mic up. And also, guys, this is a really good time to rebirth yourself. And I talked about this earlier, but we have the Neptune and Aries placement, which will be here for 14 years, guys. 14 years. So it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. So think of the mantra or the saying for this as like a spiritual pioneer, right? Now the collective, there may be some cultism, right? False leaders, stuff like that, because Neptune is the planet of spirituality, but it's also the planet of illusion. So I spoke to this earlier, but it's really important, guys, if you work in social media, in film, in TV, even remotely, really important to look at those pieces because you could really come into some prosperity that way. Really, really, really come into some prosperity that way. And there's some really powerful placements with Mercury. And the Mercury placement is really aspected. Guys, there's so much stuff in Aquarius right now. And if you're a Capricorn, like I am, I just want to say there's going to be some activations with the cardinal signs. Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Cancer. Those are the cardinal signs. Those are the goers. So there's going to be a lot of activation, particularly with this Neptune in Aries. It's going to aspect the Capricorn and also the Libra. So if you're a cardinal, just know that those points are really going to hit. It's going to hit all of us, guys. But if the cardinal points, those are the four elements of the cardinals. And then we've got this Aquarius energy. So if you're an Aquarius, or if you are a Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio, those are the fixed signs. So all these like 5 things in Aquarius, guys, are really going to affect you. If you're a Scorpio, might feel a little agitated because Aquarius is affecting that. And so you might feel like you're in your feels, but also like agitated at the same time. And Taurus energy I do want to speak to this. So Uranus is going to be in Taurus. It is going to be shifting out, but that is that piece about the Aquarius or the Uranus, which is Aquarius energy. Uranus rules Aquarius. So in Taurus, if you have any Taurus placements there, like Uranus and Taurus, look at your Taurus placements. That's how your money's going to come in, guys. And it could be really fast. So stay curious, stay open to how your money comes in. Okay. And let me see. Aquarius, get ready because Pluto is now in Aquarius. I know you guys probably know a lot about that. Pluto, the planet of death, rebirth, destruction, and also wealth in some cases, was in Capricorn, right? For like eons, many, many, many moons, many years, like almost 20 years. Most of my lifetime, no. But now it's going into Aquarius. It's already gone into Aquarius. So Aquarius energy will really experience a lot of rebirth for the next 20 years, essentially. So guys, if you need help with your chart, hit me up. But this Pluto, if you look at your chart and you see the houses, right, the little pieces of pie, you want to look at where your Aquarius is because that's where Pluto is rebirthing. So as an example, I have my North Node in Aquarius. Even if you don't have planets there, look at the house. And if you need help with this, let me know. I love breaking down astrology for people. But look at your Aquarius house. So my Aquarius house is a Libra rising, means that there's my North Node, my destiny, the direction of your destiny. The North Node is just to put it very simply, is the direction of your destiny, is being affected by this Pluto, which is rebirth, right? It's really beautiful, but it's also a little challenging. So it's almost like the way I make a living might shift, the way I love might shift. And because the fifth house is ruled by Leo. So Leo and Aquarius energy in Leo, it's kind of hard to explain, guys, but I'll break this down, means that the fifth house energy is love, creativity, like Leo, and also stay curious, right? It's also neighborhoods. It represents a lot. Each house represents a lot. But in short, having my North Node, look at where your North Node is, guys, and I can help you with this. The North Node in Aquarius, which is a humanitarian, and also looking out for the community in the fifth house, because the fifth house is also your neighborhood. It's your close-knit community, and it's who you consider your tribe, essentially. Rules lots of things, each house. And this Aquarius in this fifth house is going to be all about how I take care of my community and how I show up for my community. That means a lot for me personally because I'm a healer and a practitioner and priestess. That's what I work with, right? My spiritual community, the Aquarius energy, the humanitarian energy, the elevated community, hopefully. So there's a lot of pieces with that, guys. So number one, look at where your Aquarius is. If you have Scorpio placements, which everybody does, again, just look at the house. If you have any questions, let me know. I take people through how to read their own chart, okay? And also the mutable signs. So the mutable signs, this is a fancy word, we call it quadruplicity. So the mutable signs are Sag, Pisces, Gemini. I'm trying to think of the fourth one. Sag, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. Okay. So the mutable signs are a little bit more laid back, and I'm giving like a class upon a class upon a class around this full moon astrology. But the mutable signs will be what we call Seska square. So what that means is you'll be activated as well, right? So what that could look like is that you might feel some motivation, particularly because some aspects are going into Pisces. So that's ruled by Neptune, which is your spiritual stuff. So just a little instance on this. Look at where your Pisces is in your chart. So the planets, so you may have a Venus in Pisces, a moon in Pisces, wherever your planets were at the time of your birth. Look at where your Pisces is. And again, if you don't have anything in Pisces, you can still look at the house placement and the energy will be affecting you. So say, for example, you have a Pisces, planets in Pisces, or if you look at your chart, again, if you need help, let me know. It might be ruled by Pisces. Well, the second house talks about how you make your money every day, how earned income. It talks about your gifts, your talents. So a lot of times we might not know what our talents are because they might come so easily to us that we don't see that or access that as a talent or a gift, right? So this is a lot of times where we want to look at things like entrepreneurship. If you're coming into your own business, you want to know what your hobbies are, and so Pisces is going to rule your spiritual, it's going to rule your money. So that's a sign of a healer all day. So if you have like a Pluto there, a Venus there, Venus is love and money. So that means in the money house, in the house of gifts, you're very spiritual. So we can look at these pieces, right, to figure out what's happening with our gifts and how we navigate the world. So guys, that's a little snippet there on little pieces about how we use astrology. So getting back to the full moon in Leo, the snow moon, this is going to activate things, as I was saying, for like 2 years, right? So just know that there's going to be a lot of change. There's a lot of humanitarian Aquarius energy coming in. And Aquarius is opposite Leo. So that means that's an opposition. So these things, wherever your Leo is, this full moon is going to really, really, really almost like a pimple, right? And it's going to put some tension on the Aquarius, which there's like 5 things in. So it's really going to be lots of opportunities for breakthroughs, spiritual breakthroughs, also creative breakthroughs. Also, there's going to be a lot of technology coming in. So AI off the charts, just saying, maybe some UFO action, if you believe. It's really hard to believe that we're the only thing in the universe, but that's just my opinion. So that could be a lot of stuff like that, right? New ways, this is a download, new ways of investigating things. So like, for example, CIA, or if there's investigations and missing persons or something like that, that's a big piece of it too. So lots coming in. And yeah, so I think now what I'd like to do is just kind of download and see what I get for each sign. And so I'm going to start with the Aries. And I'm just going to kind of close my eyes. I'm also a medium, so I'm just going to close my eyes or not and just kind of think about how this energy may affect Aries, right? So depending on where, again, in your chart, your natal birth chart, when you were born, you have to know your month, day, and year. And again, I can help you with that. Look at your Aries house, your little pie in your chart, where your Aries is, right? But in short, if you're a sun or a moon or a rising sign in Aries, the full moon in Leo is really, really activating you. It's called a trine because they're both fire elements. So there's really going to be a lot of inspiration. So Aries, you may want to overreact a little bit. The Leos may want to lose their temper a little bit if that's your sun, moon, or rising. So pause, guys. Pause before speaking or taking action. We might want to react a little bit. But there's a lot of room for inspiration and creativity. So if you're an artist on any platform, whether that's music, visual arts, theater, any pieces like that, guys, this is our time to shine with that Aries aspect and the full moon in Leo hitting that. Really a big piece for that, okay? Okay, so now we're going to move into Taurus. Taurus energy is really going to be pushed. So, for example, all this Leo energy, right, which I explained before, is like a fixed. It's like, this is the way it is, very strong energy with the Taurus and both the Leo. So, again, just like with Aries, you may feel a little agitated. So Taurus energy, really, really ground. You might want to cook some good food because I already know that Taurus can throw down. Even the ones that don't cook, when they do cook, they can really throw down in their cooking. It's good food. Taurus can cook. But you may want to like make something for your ancestors or just cook in general and meditate what you want to manifest on for tomorrow, which is the full moon in Leo. You might want to do some woo-woo, but do something really kinesthetic because you're an earth sign. So you might want to work with some stones, etc., etc. Know that if you plan it well, I'm getting that if you execute this well, Taurus, you can really come into some abundance and also wellness. For some reason, they're telling me that Taurus is a really big time for you to really focus on your mental, your wellness with your mental capacity. There's also quite a few of you, Taurus, that are extremely intuitive, which is funny because people they make assumptions, right? But depending on your chart, there's a lot of you guys that are really going to be activated with clairvoyance, clairaudience. So if you think you're crazy, reach out to a mentor or something because it looks different when we're in our spiritual path, right? Also, you might want to watch your feet. I'm getting that for Taurus as well. So don't stub your toe on anything. Don't go too fast, okay, guys? And watch your driving, all right? Okay, so now I'm going to take a peek at Gemini and see what I get for Gemini with the full moon in Taurus. Gemini, guys. So Leo and Gemini. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Leo and Gemini that are opposite each other. They oppose each other. I said something else previously. I apologize for that. So Leo full moon is really going to activate your communication as a Gemini. Gemini, you guys are ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of communication, technology, how we communicate, right? So the full moon in Leo, creativity, shine, be artistic, stay curious, is going to activate your communication. I'm going to tell you right now, Gemini, what I'm getting for you guys is that your minds might race, right? Because Gemini is Mercury, which rules the mind. So again, really ground, guys, because there could be some really big pieces with you. Having your mind, you're like, like you're just rapid thoughts, just going. So make sure you use your stones to cleanse, right? You might even use like I like to use selenite, tourmaline, to put like in my left bra or my side, like my pocket or something. Left side is divine feminine and receptive energy. So it really blocks. Like for those of you, I get there's some Geminis that may be in the nursing or the healing capacity. That's really good to it's like a psychic vacuum, the tourmaline and the selenite. And also I like fluorite. So any of those stones, and if you guys, again, have any questions about this, holler. I do astrology. Everything's in the link, guys. All my stuff is in the link in Instagram and on TikTok. And I'm on Google, The Mystic Diva. Check out the reviews, just saying. No. And I'm on, we have a YouTube channel. We have a newsletter. So check everything out if you're interested. Link in bio, guys, if you are interested in more information. I love astrology. So it's a big piece for me that I don't access a lot. I need to do more of it. But the Geminis, just know that you want to slow your, you might get some chamomile at night or something because there's going to be a lot of downloads for you guys. So I would journal, zone out on TV, whatever that is for you. Do your meditations and pick one of these things, just one of these things, because I feel like Gemini energy is going to be really like, I gotta go. But you'll be thinking about the things you have to do rather than writing like a list, like effective things to do, if that makes any sense, right? Cancers, you're next. So I don't know who was on before, but when I was speaking about the Capricorn, the quadruplicity of the cardinal signs, I'm using some fancy word, guys, hang in there. The quadruplicities in astrology of Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. So these are the goers. A lot of people think that Cancers just sit in the corner and like cry, right? Yes, that sign is a water sign. However, they're productive, they're goers, they're doers, they're givers. So your homework, the download I'm getting for you, is not to do too much for other people. Set your boundaries, know what you can do, know what you can't do. And if you don't know, make sure that you go to the bathroom a lot and wash your neck with some salt water or something, because you may be picking up other people's um, antennas, right? There's a lot of activity happening with this full moon in Leo. So just kind of know to take time for yourself, pace yourself. You might want to drink something like ginger for your stomach, because you guys it rules the tummy in the chest. So you might feel a lot of tension in your stomach if you're really an empath, which a lot of cancers are. So you may feel that energy in your stomach. And also, I think a lot of you guys are getting tension on the back of your neck. A lot of you guys are working a lot, cancers. And with the full moon in Gemini, I keep getting intuitively that somebody is in the healing field, whether that's nursing, CNA, midwife, doula, priestess, in the caring field. Really, really, you might want to get a massage. But I feel like some of you cancers might get a little bit of a headache and just have tension in your shoulders, okay? And I'm also I have my cards here to look at a card for you guys. So let me peek. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I got. And I apologize I didn't do it for everybody else. But I get this 10 of Cups for you guys. 10 of Cups for you guys. So this looks like you may have a shift within your home, because Cancer rules the home. So this could look like a really big breakthrough, because the Capricorn that's happening right now, this Mars in Capricorn, which is like the driving force, is opposing Cancer. So you have a lot of drive, essentially. It's like pushing on Cancer energy. But that makes room for breakthroughs. So the Cancers in the house that are doing your work, and really doing your shadow pieces, and you're letting go of a lot, make sure you continue to do that and to pace yourself, okay? And then Cancer, Leos. Yes, Leo's next. Thank you. So we already know, y'all, full moon in Leo, the snow full moon, is really going to affect Leo's itself. It's sitting, right? This moon is really, really affecting you in areas of creativity. I also feel like Leo, there may be some of you that is really looking at family and what your family is. Some of us have family of origin. Some of us have family of choice. But Leo's really going to look at some of their pieces with community and what that looks like for them. There may be some opportunities for someone that does visual arts or the arts in general. So if you're a rapper, get after it. So also, yeah, there's a lot of stuff with music. Music is really healing right now to Leos, because it's going to help ground you guys. So any Leos in the house that really like music, that's going to be a big piece for you too. And the Leos, it's interesting because the download that I'm getting right now for Leo for this full moon is like clean up, like maybe organize your space a little bit, because you're getting ready to like launch this next 2 years into some really, really big pieces. So, yeah, really clean your space, almost like a deep cleaning, like in the winter. You know how I say it's like spring cleaning, like make sure you do it in, as well as like you do in the spring, but also in the winter. So deep cleaning. And what that can look like is, my favorite thing to do is spiritual floor washes. So guys, we have a Patreon, we have a newsletter, we do a lot of things with our spiritual community. So if you want to know more about how to join the Patreon, or you're interested in anything that we do private sessions and stuff too. So just reach out for that. The Patreon is in the link in Insta and in TikTok. And yeah, so if you want to join our Patreon and know a little bit more at an affordable rate, we try to access everything for everybody. So the Leos also, Cappies and Leo too, I'm getting this for Leo, watch dental work. I see somebody's cavity or something coming out for dental work. You may just have Leo in your chart, but whoever that is, including myself, that might have something. But I see like an old cavity or something. So Leos, watch your teeth a little bit, okay? And also watch for like accidents. So I'm showing this not as like car accidents, but like incidents. So slow down, stay in your body. Make sure tomorrow on the full moon that you really meditate, Leos, because this is in your sign, right? So just settle in. And you might want to hang out with like a pet or a dog. It's like a lot of grounding energy for Leos right now because you guys are really going to be pushed in a good way. So the other piece that I want to tell Leo that I'm getting is to say, instead of I'm anxious or I'm nervous, revisit how we look at that lens and say, I'm excited. Now, I'm not saying if you're in a dangerous situation, say you're excited, but I am saying that if you're feeling some tension, and you feel like you may be feeling this elevation, and we can feel a little anxious then, guys, Leos, revisit, or anybody, just kind of flip the switch. Like, for example, maybe you're getting a new job and you're already thinking about all the things you have to do differently and all the new tasks. Just say, you might feel nervous and just say, oh, I'm excited. And it really works. I've tried it. I've done it. So if I ask y'all to do it, it's because I've done it. And then also, so Leo, Virgo, January. Yeah, we're looking at Virgo now. I'm like tracking the signs, the signs. So now we're on Virgo. Guys, you're also ruled by Mercury, the planet of thinking. So you guys are super methodical. Virgo is like strategy, next step, next step, next step. If you want to throw off a Virgo, or people with really strong placements in Virgo, I should say, surprise, just like do something random. Like, I live in random world, but do something really random. And like Virgo energy, really strong Virgo energy is like, wait, because you guys are the planners. You guys have a system, which is really beautiful for people that have like their sun. Again, guys, I'm doing your sun, your moon, and your rising in Virgo, or this each sign that I'm talking about. So Virgos, what I see for you is watch the body. Some of you guys might get a little sick. And if you are feeling sick, take your vitamins. Not a doctor, have to say that 10 times on here. Also, I have to say, I do not own the rights to this music like 6 times. I do not own the rights to this music. All right, so Virgos, you might get a little sick. Take your elderberry, guys. I would invite you to take elderberry and zinc if it really feels like you're getting sick. Eat on it because you'll throw up. That's my experience anyway. So make sure, I'm just saying, take your vitamins, Virgos, because this full moon in Leo could really affect some of those pieces, okay? Because when we're really walking, all the signs right now are really walking, especially the empaths and the healers and the people that are really elevating, can be really affected by a lot of this energy because we're picking a lot up. So just know that Mercury, the planet of thinking, which Virgo is your ruling planet, can also affect the nervous system. So again, not a doctor, but you might try some powdered magnesium at night. Powdered magnesium at night is really great for calming the nervous system. So comment if you've done it or if you want to try it and how it works. And guys, this is what I do. I do astrology. I'm also a medium and some other things. So if you guys want to check out our Patreon and stuff, and then I am going to leave an astrological video on our YouTube for tomorrow. Maybe tonight I'll release it, or maybe tomorrow. Now we're talking about Libras, guys. I know I didn't say much about Virgo because I feel like you guys just have to do a lot of prevention for not getting sick, right? Also, some people, Virgos, is anybody having like foot problems? You may have some feet problems, like you may like issues, right? Your feet might hurt. You might need some ligament, something to like smooth out the tension in your feet, because I think some of you guys are standing on your feet a lot. And I'm going to take a deep breath, do some Florida water. God, that smells good. And drink the last sip of my coffee. So, guys, I can't see any comments. So, thanks for all the comments for you guys that are like enjoying this. Hopefully, you are, because that's why I do it. Is to help folks. Also, you may do some cleansing, like some home cleansings, Virgo. One last download for you guys. And I'm getting to look at a card for y'all too. And I'm getting to use my playing card. So let's see what you have. A couple of you Virgos may have some business ventures on the table. So I'm going to look particularly at that one, okay? Ah, I thought so. Yeah. Yeah. So there's auspicious stuff coming in money, and there's an ending of a cycle. And so this might be a change of job or even career, Virgo, and a lot of y'all. But this is the 10 of Hearts. So this looks like a really auspicious sign. So just know, and especially for investments, do not go buy a lottery unless you're really getting that from your guides, because that is not what I'm here to do. However, I had a client win the lottery, and that was a good thing. I love getting feedback about that. But it could look good for investments. So always use your discernment, cross your eyes, dot your T's. There's also there's a lot of stuff is coming through at the last minute with Virgo for this full moon in Leo. Taxes could look really good too. And I feel like a lot of people in general, for obvious reasons, are a little concerned about taxes. But there's something about dot your I's and cross your T's. Some of you guys have some money coming in taxes if you're finding the loopholes, right? Not cheating, just finding the loopholes. So now we're going to take a look at Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this Leo full moon. So, Libras, guys, slow down. You're a cardinal sign too, so you go really fast. That's a quadruplicity fancy word for going really fast. So, guys, if you feel tension in your hips, if that makes sense, Libras, like any sun, moon, and rising Libras, if you feel tension in your hips, or your hips are popping, or you have bones kind of creaking, you might be feeling some of this full moon energy. It's really elevating in your bones. So make sure you take breaks, sit down. And I feel like some of you work in the restaurant industry. There's something with that where I feel like I might get your tips, because I think that might be coming in. Don't know why it's that specific, Libra, sun, moon, and rising, but it definitely feels like it. So, and also, are there any veterinarians that are Libras, sun, moon, or rising? And if you don't know, you can ask me. Links in the bio along with our Patreon. But there's something really big with veterinary, or like medical field for animals. And I also feel like some really strong horse energy. So, Libra, did I say Virgo? Libra energy. There's a lot of stuff. And also watch your pets. Make sure your pets are okay, Libra. That might be why I'm seeing that as well. But I see like vet techs, vets, dog groomers, or something with pets, and particularly with horses. So, Libra, you may have children, sun, moon, and rising. Like a lot of folks, right? That are on spectrum. So Libras, this might be a time to revisit like what your I think it's called an ILP, or like support your kids that might be on spectrum, which in my opinion we are. We're the gifted ones. But really support them in their learning skill set, Libras. I feel like some of you might be parents of kids with autism, right? So or not just autism, like just on spectrum is what I mean to say. Different learning skill sets, because like myself being on spectrum, a lot of us pick up energy in a really big way, because we're healers, right? We do things differently, very conceptual. And Libra, what else? Some of you may get a new vehicle or fix your car, Libras, for the full moon in Leo. Yeah. Libra, sun, moon, rising. Check out if any of you guys are buying a vehicle, make sure it's not Mercury retrograde, which is coming in. Okay, guys. And I know people harp on Mercury retrograde, but there is something with that. So if you're going to purchase a car, Libras, or anybody really, but Libras in particular, make sure you look at the alternator and what's underneath the carriage. I don't know anything about cars, but that's what they're saying. The carriage. Yeah, I think that's it, Libra. But if you have any other questions, I'm one of you. I have a Libra rising. So really slow down. A lot of us are going really fast. And watch over giving. Okay. You can only do what you can do. So pace yourselves. So love you guys. Love Libra energy. Um, and I just got the download. This is, I don't know if I can say this, but it's like take the captain, save a hoe off, right? So sometimes we want to give to other people. That's all of us, empaths and healers, but and it really is coming in particularly for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising with the full moon in Leo tomorrow. Okay. Um, and I'm trying to think, Libra, Scorpios. Here we go. This is for you. So this full moon in Leo, with Scorpio energy, looks like this could be good for you in money, actually. But I also see some relationship breakups for you guys. So let me look at a card. If you guys have questions about that, this is what I do. So link in bio. But I'm going to pull a card for you. I'm going to pull 2 cards for you, Scorpio, just for confirmation for me. But I feel like a couple Scorpios, you guys, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you don't know, let me know. And link in bio. But some Scorpios may have some breakups or some relationship tension. So again, guys, look where your chart is. And if you don't know, I can help you. And look at the pie, right? The 12 pieces of pie. Look at where your Scorpio is. And if you have it in the 7th house, which is a house of partnerships, or 8th house, or even in the 2nd house or 3rd house, that's a lot of houses. You could be experiencing some relationship stuff. Tension in relationships. But in short, this is not just astrology because I'm a medium, but I'm getting there may be some stuff with breakups with Scorpio. Or if you guys have placements in Scorpio, like say you're a Capricorn, but you have, like I do, have a lot of stuff in Scorpio, there may be stuff around relationships. This next 2 years, this is like a long-term download for Scorpio. You're really going to be looking at your money and your relationships. I also see a lot of you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, might be activated by the Leo. They're telling me to tell you to watch your words. Watch your words. Watch how you react to things, because the Leo is definitely you're a fixed sign, and so is Scorpio. Scorpio, you're gonna be affected by this full moon, so just watch your words, okay? Some of you guys might get, this is interesting, not a doctor. I don't on the right, it's just music. Just have to say check in. But some Scorpios, so Scorpio rules the reproductive organs and all those pieces. I see some of the people having potential urinary tract infections, maybe some kidney stuff. So guys, Scorpios, drink your water. Make sure you drink your water. That's going to be a big piece for y'all, potentially, right? These are all just potentials. I'm not saying if you're a Scorpio, you're going to, you already know. If you guys know me, you know. But I do see some of that for y'all. So just be a little careful. Also, what I'm seeing is risks, right? If you guys have strong Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising placement, watch out for like carpal tunnel. If you're working a lot and you're on the computer, I see somebody might have a little bit of tension in their wrists. So take good care of your wrists, guys. And if you need like a arm brace or wrist brace or something, make sure you go to the doctor is what I'm saying, because I'm not a doctor, but I do see some stuff around wrists. And money. Let's talk about money for Scorpio. Guys, a lot of Scorpios, not everybody, but if you have a Sun, Moon, Rising in Scorpio, try to get out more, especially if your Moon's in Scorpio or your Rising's in Scorpio. Because Scorpio, Moon, and Rising in particular can pull back. They're like the undercover investigators, like Scorpio energy in general, but they like to pull back. Get out and borrow some of Sagittarius energy and get out and have a good time. Get out. I mean, maybe not for this winter storm, but try to get out and have some fun, or listen to music, or like dance in the shower, but definitely try to get out. Don't just maybe stay at home and watch too many movies or get on social media too long, even though it's what I'm doing right now. It's like they're saying really try to have fun for some of this Moon and Leo energy, because it's really gonna help lift the spirits, because a lot of you guys are ruled by Mars and Pluto. So Scorpio is the only sign that's ruled by 2 planets. So you guys are the little stinger. So just take care of yourself with emotional stuff. You might feel a little moody. But the good thing is, let's get back to the money with Scorpio. You guys could really have some breakthroughs in your careers with money. This could look like a promotion. Also, there might be some inheritance stuff I see potentially. So, and if you have any legal stuff, Scorpio, like Sun, Moon, and Rising with this full moon in Leo, or anybody, hit me up if you need support with that. I also do spiritual work because I see somebody maybe in a separation. Include kids. I see 1, maybe 2. But if you guys are in a separation and you need some support with legal portions, of course, always, legal representation. Doesn't really take a medium to say that. But I am getting a download on some separation and maybe some legal issues around separation for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising with the full moon in Leo. I'm going to take a breath. And guys, if this resonates, let me know, because when we do this, it really helps to have the confirmation, because sometimes I wonder, I'm like, what am I saying? But I've been doing this a while, 33 years, so it kind of just comes, right? I think that's it, Scorpio. Some of you guys might travel, go on a trip, but it feels like it's more short term, and then later on in the year, there might be like a longer journey for you. So I do want you to watch for delays if you fly, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, right? Watch for delays. So make sure you don't miss your plane or whatever. Okay. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up on Scorpio. We're almost through. We're going to talk about Sagittarius. Sagittarius, guys, for this full moon in Leo. We're talking specifically how this full moon in Leo tomorrow, and the energy starts today and then for 3 days, really. But it's activating all of us, whatever sign you are, the next 2 years. The next 2 years. A lot of stuff going on. And I'm going to do a YouTube tonight, and I'll probably put it out tomorrow for astrology, if you guys like YouTube, the Mystic Diva. And if you guys are interested in any of our newsletters and our Patreon community, it's in the link. In my bio. So in the link tree. Sag. Let's talk about Sagittarius. You guys might want to take a step back. So we have a moon sign, sun sign, which is like this, the time you were born is your sun sign, and your rising sign. That's what we show to the world. That's like our character in the world, right? But as we get older, if you guys know a little bit about this stuff, we tend to walk more in our sun sign. But generally, guys, your rising sign is the one we want to watch the most. The rising sign is the one you want to watch the most. How you enact your stuff in the world. Your sun is a lot about your divine masculine energy, dad energy, like aspecting your father energy, and also your job, your career. So sun in Sag, you want to kind of look at career, and your moon is like your home and your emotions and your intuition, and maybe communication with your mom. This is in general, not just in Sag, guys. And yeah, I hope this is supporting y'all, because it's a powerful full moon, guys, tomorrow, and we called it the snow moon, right? I'm downloading right now for Sagittarius. Some of you may come into relationship stuff. There may be some new beginnings in relationship. This may come in, I feel like I'm getting for Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This feels like it's April, around April, like February, March, April, but March, April. It's like there's a consummation. Consecration, consummation. But definitely Sag, you guys have a potential with this full moon in Leo, which is again activating really strongly tomorrow, which is when it's like starting. Because there's also this activation, right? Leo, full moon, Sag you guys are both fire signs. In astrology, that's what we call a trine, or like a blessing, like a fluid energy, because the energy knows each other. And I'm going to pick a card. Excuse me, I've been talking a lot. I'm going to pick a card for y'all with relationships. I don't know if I did that with Scorpio and I said I was going to. So reach out. I also see somebody, Sag, that might have light hair or they color their hair lighter. I feel like this is a masculine energy. But I definitely see somebody with like almost like blonde hair. Okay. So Sag, do some of you guys want to buy homes or something? Your sun, moon, rising? You might purchase a home or add on to a home. Also, I see you having something with Airbnbs. So Sag, sun, moon, rising, if you want to invest in Airbnbs, this could be a really good time, guys. Okay. Maybe that looks like, yeah, it's interesting. The downloads that I'm getting for you guys are like Airbnbs, adding on to the home, but there's something with the home. Also, there's a celebration. This sounds like what this could look like is maybe there's news of family that's pregnant, like a grandchild, something like that coming in. But Sagittarius, you guys have a lot of really good stuff for like our family blessings, as I say, right? And that could be your family of choice as well as your family of origin. Guys, I'm holding this mic up with my hand so you guys can see the really cool fluid light. Okay, that was called an ADHD moment. So there we go with that. Sag, also watch your knees. You might have some tension in the knees, particularly like the next 2 weeks or just like even the next few days with the activation with the full moon. So the knees are actually ruled by Capricorn, but I feel like there's something coming in around your knees. So if you guys like do like any type of construction, like waiting tables, anything you're on your feet a lot. And it's so crazy. I feel like there's a specific message for somebody coming in that's a nurse or works in nursing or in the medical field, midwife, doula, something, CNA, something really strong about that. So if that's your role and you're interested, reach out, guys, because I feel like I have some really direct messages for you. It keeps coming in. Your ancestors, my ancestors, all the pieces really coming in. Sag, also, somebody might get a new dog. I don't know why I'm getting that. But if you have a connection with pets, particularly like a dog, I feel like somebody might get it, like adopt like an older dog or something, Sag. And again, guys, this is your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising. And if you don't know, hit me up. Link in bio. Sag, also, some of you guys may be like taking a road trip, I feel like, or going to the mountains. Like I'm seeing like almost like the snow in Montana or Colorado, because I see somebody skiing or like enjoying the snow. And it's not just because we're having a snowstorm, y'all. Not a random download, but maybe it is. But there's something about taking a trip. And you know, Sag is ruled by Jupiter, which is like the cosmic Santa Claus. It also rules travel. So if you know Sag energy, you guys like to go road trips, travel. Of course, this is general, right? And also don't drink too much, Sag. I'm getting that really strongly because Sages, you guys like to have a good time, sun, moon, rising. So especially on the night of the full moon, which is tomorrow, we call it the snow moon. No over partying. Don't over partake, okay? Because you could get like it could be upsetting for your stomach and other pieces. Yeah, watch what you. In particular, I'm seeing it's like drinking, so just be a little cautious with that. And I think that's a wrap. Let me do another card for you guys. I also use the playing cards to read with. Yeah. Okay, Sag, what I get with this is you're really in your head about a business idea, an entrepreneur idea. The 8 is very auspicious. 8 is power. 8 is money. Love it. But you're not sure how to execute the plan. It's like you're thinking about it. And I feel like a lot of Sag energy right now, you guys are like, I could go this way or I could go that way. That's what readings are for. No. But really, if you guys are at a crossroads, if any of y'all are at a crossroads, stuff is in the bio, right? Um, but I do feel like it's like you're kind of stepping into your spiritual path very strongly. Sun, moon, rising, Sagittarius, and also, yeah, it's like there's some business stuff and you have to make a choice on it. So, however you navigate that, guys, or you can reach out to me too. Okay. Um, it says there's new comments. I do not know how to do that, guys. So hang in there with me. If you guys have questions, reach out. And thank you. Thank you guys for coming in. We've got like a couple people in, so that's really nice. We're going to move on to Capricornia, Capricorn IA, the goat, guys. And Sag, I hope that helped you a little bit. So the first thing that I'm getting, I'm one of you. I'm a sun in Capricorn, and happy late birthday, Capricorn, because everybody's usually hungover and broke on our birthday, later Capricorns. So happy birthday! Shout out! Let's ring the bell. Ring the bell. Okay, awesome. Because no one celebrates our birthday. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. So, Capricorn sun, right? That looks like our career sun sign. Not always, but it's a big piece of what we're looking at. Also, our dad energy is a sun. It's also Saturn too. Moon, that's how you think. A lot of moon and Capricorns, a lot of Capricorns, but a lot of, particularly women, moon and Capricorn, are such high achievers. Like all Cappies, but a lot of them are like such high achievers, right? And then Capricorn rising. You guys are also powerhouses. And in general, like we all are, but I'm just saying, like, if you look at a Capricorn rising, they can look super stoic. Like you'll be like, oh, you just won the lottery. And they'll be like, they can look really stoic. Same with Scorpio rising. I'm just kind of going on one here. But Cappies, um, number one, watch your teeth. And I'm just saying that because I just had an issue with them. Or one. Yeah, interesting. I'm seeing Capricorn. You might have some stuff around teeth or dental work. And this is like revisiting one of the other signs we spoke of too. So for the full moon in Leo, which is activated the most tomorrow, the snow moon, watch, don't fall down and like hurt a tooth or something. And I also see some stuff with like potential dental work. Also, guys, if any of you guys get like Botox or you want to get an operation on your face or like whatever, um, Capricorn, this is a time to really be careful for surgical procedures or any. Sorry, guys, I got a call. That's what happens when you only have one phone to do this. The struggle's real. That's why the Venmo QR code is there. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. So I think it's like who works with me said if I put it on airplane mode, then I won't be live. Like I can't go on here. So excuse me for the phone call. But Cappies, some of you guys may be switching your career, what your career is, or the avenue of career, like how you do it. And watch your knees, always, Cappies, right? Capricorn rolls the knees. And I'm also seeing like turquoise or onyx. Those are two of your stones besides garnet. So wear that on you. Garnet and also jasper. And the Jaspers for money. I don't know why they're saying that. But Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising for the Leo new moon. I would really wear some onyx for protection, Jasper for money. Always garnet because that's our birthstone too, and turquoise to speak your truth, to really activate like really ground, really Cappies, because we're gonna feel like we have to do like 10 million things at once, which is generally us, sun, moon, and rising. But really, like Libra, slow your roll a little bit. Just ground, center, think before you really take action. No reacting. There might be some love stuff for Capricorn too, and I'm going to take a pick at a card for that. So, guys, if you have any questions about this or your chart, or about this Leo full moon, or really anything. Don't be a stranger, okay? My link's in the bio. Yeah. So I have to do 2 cards for this because Capricorn's high maintenance. So I'm just kidding. Um, we have this beautiful Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune tells me obviously change for if you read tarot, but it also, the way I read it's telling me you've already made a decision to do something. Also, you have a lot of ancestral support, particularly by a grandfather. This is general, guys, but I'm saying a lot of you, I feel like, are getting a lot of support. You might not even know it. So give your grandpa a beer if he drank beer, or some tobacco. Interesting. Some kind of whiskey. Somebody with an Irish heritage wants some kind of whiskey. And letting go. Yeah. You guys got to get out more. This is great. Cappies, including myself, we got to get out a little more. What I love about the symbolism, I'm going to go on one for my tarot wisdom here, is the symbolism of the hermit, which is ruled by Virgo, is that he is holding the lantern for other people so he can shine the light. And he goes inside within himself um to do that. So it's like he's really going in, he's going on an introspective journey to serve others. It's really like a form of a priest card, I think, the hermit card. Let's get back to Cappies. We got to get out more. We got to get out more. We're in the house too much. So, also, I feel like a lot of us might have some really good luck with love, particularly by like June, July, and April. So, if you have any questions about that, holler. So, Aquarius, right? There's like so many planets in Aquarius right now. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Love it. And I'm going to draw a card for you too for your birthday. This is about a lot of rebirth around Aquarius. Oh, business collaborations, meaning community. Is also moving forward in money for some of you, or collaborating, or coming more into a team. It's also traditionally the marriage card. I'm not necessarily seeing that. I'm sure some of y'all are having an anniversary or something, or getting married, because there's a lot of Aquarius out there. But this, I feel like, is a collaboration in business, really coming into the vision. And it could also be in community. But the 3 is also telling me you're contemplating something and to execute that. Okay. Aquarius, also watch out for headaches and tension. And also it could be cramps. Could be some cramps. So I'm seeing ice bags on the back and on the front. So if Aquarius, if you're having any back issues, it's just because you guys hold a lot of weight right now. You're holding down the fort spiritually and elevating everybody. Okay. And yeah, you're also having support with someone who's older, or you might be working with someone who's older. This is also a grandmother energy, and I'm seeing, like, I'm smelling jasmine, and I'm seeing hummingbirds. So Aquarius, if you have any connections with like a grandmother that's no longer with us, just know they're still with you. I get a lot of grandmother energy around sun, moon, or rising for Aquarius, guys. This is kind of a download. I'm also a medium. So, guys have any questions about your chart? We're also going to be running a special. I'm not telling you yet, it's a surprise, with couple stuff for astrology for Valentine's Day. If you want to know more about me, link in bio, guys. But I just wanted to talk about how this full moon in Leo is affecting everybody. The other piece, oh my goodness, I've almost been on for an hour. That's crazy. Doing the downloads. Um, we're also going to talk about Pisces now, right? So Pisces, arthritis. That's such Debbie Downer to start out with. This Leo moon, sun, moon, rising. It doesn't necessarily have to mean arthritis, like go to a doctor too. And I don't own the rights to this music. I have to say that 10 times. But guys, there could be something in your feet, your hands, arthritis, sun, moon, and rising with this moon in Leo. And it's going to be cold for a lot of us. So get your hand warmers out, wear your socks. Uh, yeah, I feel like a little bit of elbow stuff potentially, not for everybody, obviously, but if you're an older and you have some aspects in Pisces, and I see you being a healer, whoever this is, like very much a healer, like an intuitive, a psychic. I'm thinking of somebody in particular, so I have to reach out to him later. But yeah, there's something with arthritis for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, guys. And I don't see it being everybody, obviously. But if that's the case, reach out to me because there's something that we can do. And I'm not going to act like I'm a doctor because I'm not. I just play one on TV. No, I do not. Also, Pisces, you guys have to get out a little more. I'm going to draw a card on this. And I think there's some stuff with partnerships. Some of you guys may be in a situation or just coming out of a situation or revisiting a situation in relationships. So communicate, and it looks really good. Looks really good. The hearts are auspicious, and the 3 is like a green light, right? So that could look really good in love, but you have to speak what you need support with. Use your I statements. Journaling is going to be a really big piece for you, Pisces. So, and are some of you guys moving? I feel like some Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising may make the decision to move your home or your business in for this full moon in Leo. Okay. All right. My voice is about to leave. Pisces, I'm gonna draw another card for you because I kind of cut you off early. Just saying. Yeah. I love this. I just talked to somebody about this. So this is also the time of year. So Pisces, particularly February. This is, yeah, we're almost in February. February, mid-February, almost in exact like 14, 15. There's something breaking you with you for money, okay? Because sometimes these court cards, depends, can also represent time of year. I just echoed. So check that out. And yeah, that's a wrap for me, guys. I'm so glad you came in. I'm Yay, the Mystic Diva. And we have a YouTube. I'm going to do a little astrological video tonight, if my voice is okay, and put it out tomorrow for you guys for astrology and updates. So the YouTube is the Mystic Diva. I'm Mystic Diva on all things, including TikTok. Guys, if you need support or you want to know more or you want to get on our Patreon, it's in the bio. Okay, guys. Peace.